Good evening. I'm Samriddhi Kesi and these are the headlines of the hour. School education bill registered in the Parliament 17 months ago still stuck in the committee. 33 meetings held to discuss bills with more than 1,700 amendments. Teachers stick to their demands. Wheat production decreases in comparison to last year. Lack of fertilizers, seeds and irrigation attributed as the reasons. US President Trump's tariff announcement sends stock markets plunging. Asian markets fall sharply as India hits a 10-month low. And Mumbai Indians clashing against Royal Challengers Bengaluru in the 18th match of the Indian Premier League. MI chasing the target of 222 runs. The community schools across the country have been affected due to the educational strike. The students' answer sheet checking, result publishing and even the academic plan calendar work that needs to be done for the new academic session have been affected due to the strike called by Nepal Teachers Federation, pressuring for the immediate formulation of the school education bill.
Currently, this is the time when teachers should be preparing for the student enrollment campaign starting from Nepalese month of Baisakh, including publishing results and conducting the academic session. However, due to the teachers' strike, the annual exam answer sheets of students from grades 1 to 9 have not been checked. Because of this, the publication of results has been affected. This will also affect the SEE, Secondary Education Examination answer sheet checking. With teachers across the country engaged in street protests and educational strikes centered in Kathmandu, most community school students' result publications, along with academic plans, calendars, lesson plans, training, and other educational activities have come to a standstill.
पहिलो कुरो त शैक्षिक सत्र 2081 मा विद्यार्थीहरुलाई हामीले पठन पाठन सबै 77 जिल्ला र 753 पालिकाकै विद्यालयहरुमा कोर्स समाप्त भएर यो जुन परीक्षाहरु पनि सम्पन्न भइसकेको छ। त्यहाँ तिनीहरुको मूल्याङ्कन गर्ने, लेखाजोखा गर्ने, नतिजा प्रकाशन नभएको अवस्था छ।
Out of the 35,000 schools across the country, including both community and private, more than 7 million children are studying. Among them, about 29,000 community schools have been affected due to the teachers' movement. As a result, the new academic session and enrollment campaign, scheduled to begin on 15th of April, have become uncertain.
Number 1 result हुँदैन, number 2 योजना बन्दैन, number 3 क्यालेन्डर बन्दैन, नम्बर 4 अर्को वर्षको लागि भर्ना अभियानका फर्महरु वितरण गर्ने लगायतका कुराहरु सबै कुराहरु प्रभावित भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि विद्यालयको आगामी शैक्षिक वर्षको पठन पाठनमा केही न केही बाधा व्यवधान आउँछ नै भन्ने लाग्छ।
Parents have accused the teachers of playing with the students' futures by closing the schools and going to Kathmandu for street protests. However, the teachers are adamant that they will not withdraw the movement until the demands are met.
Wheat is a major staple in Nepal and farmers are currently busy with the harvest season. However, they are facing difficulties due to the lack of proper fertilizers, insufficient irrigation facilities and fluctuating prices, leading to significant hardships.
Farmers are currently facing challenges in harvesting wheat, with many struggling due to the government's delay in setting official prices for the crop. Rising costs of wages, irrigation and fertilizers are pushing farmers out of agriculture altogether. As a result, many are being forced to sell their wheat at low prices.
17-18 कठामा गरेको छु तर पानी टाइममा पुग्दैन पानी हुँदैन खानबल बिया पाउँदैन कहाँबाट किसान गर्न सक्छ।
The shortage of fertilizers, quality seeds and proper irrigation is expected to lead to a decline in wheat production this year. In Saptari district, wheat is cultivated on 39,500 hectares of land with an expected yield of around 73,000 metric tons. The total arable land in the district is 81,000 hectares. Despite rising temperatures in the Tarai, farmers continue to work tirelessly in their fields.
टाइममा परेन मोटरले हामी पानी हाल्या हौ त्यसैले ठिकै छ अहिले त्यति खास खराब त छैन अब यो बिगामा हुन्छ 20-25 क्विन्टल सम्म भइहाल्छ।
In Sudar Paschim province, wheat is farmed on 144,500 hectares, including 40,000 hectares in Kailali and 33 hectares in Kanchanpur. Last year, the region produced 332,000 metric tons of wheat, with an expected increase of 342,800 metric tons this year. While the Agriculture Department notes that the absence of pests, the use of improved seed varieties, and favorable rainfall could boost production, delays in seed and fertilizer distribution have hampered farmers' efforts.
नेपाल कृषि अनुसन्धान परिषदले कृषकको चाहना अनुसार माग अनुसार र अहिलेको जलवायु परिवर्तनको अवस्थालाई मध्यनजर गरेर विभिन्न किसिमका जातहरू चाहिँ उन्मोचन गरिरहेको छ र ती उन्मोचित जातहरू कृषकको घर खेतमा पुर्याउने काम कृषि प्रसारको हो र यो कृषि प्रसारमा अहिले संघीय सरकार प्रदेश सरकार र स्थानीय सरकारहरू चाहिँ लागिरहेको अवस्था छ.
In Lumbini province, 163,830 hectares are used for wheat farming, yielding 553,000 metric tons. Both the federal and local governments have been providing subsidies for quality seeds and educating farmers about improved farming techniques.
कहिले-कहिले भारतको बिउ पनि लगाइन्छ. उत्पादन त राम्रै हुन्छ. गुणस्तरीय बिउ नेपालको पाइए भने झन् राम्रो हुन्छ.
Currently, Nepal produces about 2.15 million metric tons of wheat, but the country still imports around 400,000 metric tons from India. With the timely distribution of seeds, fertilizers, and irrigation support, Nepal could achieve self-sufficiency in wheat production and even become an exporter in the future.
Minister of Physical Infrastructure and Transport Devendra Dahal has directed the Department of Transport to establish and issue standards to prevent the operation of vehicles that violate regulations. During a discussion with the transport entrepreneurs and workers held at the Ministry of Physical Infrastructure today, Minister Dahal directed the Department of Roads and Transport to coordinate with the Ministry of Home Affairs and issue standards to prevent the operation of vehicles that are running against the rules.
मापदण्ड विपरीतका गाडीलाई रोक्नका लागि हामी लाग्छौं. यो एउटा प्रतिबद्धता व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु र गृह मन्त्रालयसँग पनि बसेर यसको बारेमा हामी कुरा गर्छौं. नम्बर 1. नम्बर 2, यो तौल पुलको सन्दर्भमा चाहिँ यहाँले पनि सुझाव दिनुभएको थियो, निवेदन पनि दिनुभएको थियो. त्यसमा हाम्रो ध्यान आकर्षण भयो र हामीले एउटा कार्यदल जस्तो बनाएर त्यसको अध्ययन गरेका छौं.
Minister Dahal stated that priorities should be given to managing alternative routes and diversions to prevent vehicle obstruction at construction sites. Dahal informed that the ministry is also prioritizing the repair work of BP highway which connects Kathmandu and eastern Nepal. Dahal also complained that Nepal police is not cooperating in managing Nepal transport vehicles. Dahal said that Nepal police is not cooperating by allowing overloaded vehicles to run. Ministry Secretary Keshav Kumar Sharma informed that the ministry is serious about the problems faced by vehicles and passengers due to the construction work on the Daune Road section and that cargo and passenger vehicles are being allowed to enter in a timely manner. It is time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. But before today's question, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you what's your take on National Planning Commission's forecast that it would take 16 more years to complete construction of East-West Railway. 17% voted for option A, possible if resources are secured. 36% voted for option B, reality of development works, and 47% voted for option C, improve the work performance. Here's today's question. What do you think of Transport Minister's statement that Nepal police took bribes and failed to cooperate in stopping the operation of old vehicles? Option A, consequences of inaction. Option B, enough talk, start working. And option C, statement of a victim. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. It is time now for a short break. We have more news coming up. Welcome back. So far, 67 people have been arrested on charges of being involved in the violent incident carried out by pro-monarchist groups in Tinkune, Kathmandu on 28th of March. From setting fire to the Jadibuti Utpadan Tatha Prashodhan Company to any Kuwar who is suspected in the murder of journalist Suresh Rajak have been brought under the scope of action. Police are still searching for those involved in the violent demonstrations that killed 2 people, vandalism, arson and looting.
Kumar Tamang of Barabise Sindhupalchok, who broke the traffic light at Jadibuti in the name of the pro-monarchist protest on March 28th, could not hide from his crime for even a week. The CCTV footage collected by the police has confirmed that Kumar is the main accused in setting fire to the Jadibuti production center. He is seen preparing the fire to set the processing center ablaze, and his involvement is also seen in searching for and setting fire to vehicles inside the company. Both of his hands are now in handcuffs. Not only Kumar, but Keshav Basneet and Dinesh Khadka, who were deployed to set fire to vehicles and break CCTV cameras in Jadibuti, could not escape the police. Those who set fire to public property and private homes in the name of protests are being arrested one by one based on CCTV footage and social media images. Sushil Baral is another key figure who went around setting fire to public property in the name of the royalist protest. The footage shows Baral as the leader of those who set fire to parked vehicles. Police have also arrested Eni Kaur on charges of being involved in the group that murdered journalist Suresh Rajak at a house in Tinkune. Police investigation has revealed that Kaur's activities were suspicious while journalist Rajak was inside the house. She was arrested after footage showed her giving various instructions while Suresh was inside and leaving with those involved in the incident while it was burning. So far, police have collected footage of those involved in the incident such as arson, Bhatpateni looting and attacks on media houses. Based on that, the Valley Crime Investigation Office has arrested 27 people, including 11 involved in the Bhatpateni looting and 4 involved in setting fire to public and private property.
मेजर घटना भनेको चाहिँ एकजना मान्छेको जुन जिउँदै जलेर चाहिँ मृत्यु भएको अवस्था छ, एकजना पत्रकार साथी सुरेश रजकको, त्यो घरलाई हामीले विशेष फोकस गरेका छौं। त्यस्तै गरी उता जडीबुटीमा पनि आग लागेको छ, त्यहाँ घर मात्रै आग नलागेर त्यहाँ गाडीहरु पनि थुप्रै ध्वस्त भएको छ, गाडी आग लागेको अवस्था छ, त्यो भयो। त्यसपछि भाटभटिनीमा लुटपाट तोडफोड भएको छ, उता त्यहाँ समाजवादीको पार्टी कार्यालयहरु तोडफोड भएको छ, यता कान्तिपुरहरुको चाहिँ ढुङ्गामुढा भएको छ, अन्नपूर्णामा ढुङ्गामुढा भएको छ, यो लगायतको सबै हामीले चाहिँ अहिले चाहिँ कलेक्सन गर्ने कामहरु भइरहेछ। त्यसमा केही मान्छेहरु आइडेन्टिफाई पनि भइसकेको अवस्था छ, केही मान्छे आइडेन्टिफाई भएर हामीले पक्राउ नियन्त्रणमा लिइसकेको पनि अवस्था छ, केही मान्छेको अझै आइडेन्टिफिकेसन खोल्न नसकेको अवस्थामा त्यसतर्फ पनि हामी चाहिँ सूचना संकलन कार्यहरु भइरहेछ।
The District Police Complex Kathmandu has also mobilized a special team to investigate those involved in the violent incident on the 28th. RPP leaders Rabindra Mishra and Dhawal Samsher Rana along with 67 others have already been arrested. Among those arrested, 20 are being investigated for offences against the state, while 47 are being held in custody for offences related to criminal acts of disturbance.
आन्दोलन मात्रै नभएर यो जुन कार्यहरु भएको छ यो चाहिँ अपराधिक कार्य हो। यो अपराधिक कार्य हो, यो समूहमा गर्दा ग्रुपमा गर्दा फेरि चाहिँ हामीले उन्मुक्ति पाइहाल्छौं भन्ने टाइपका चाहिँ मानसिकताहरुबाट पनि यस्तो भएको जस्तो देखिन्छ। तर त्यसमा चाहिँ जसले गर्यो त्यही पर्ने हो, त्यो गरेर चाहिँ त्यसले कानुनी रूपमा छुट पाउँदैन, उ कानुनी दायरामा आउँछ, उ कानुनद्वारा दण्डित हुन्छ।
In the March 28th incident, more than 20 houses and 60 vehicles were vandalized and set on fire. There is no alternative to bringing everyone involved in the Tinkune incident to justice, also to send a clear message that those who commit crimes in the name of political protests will not be spared.
In our Public Voice segment today, we have asked in several provinces what kind of hardships have you faced while traveling on the highway. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
स्कुटरहरु चाहिँ चिप्ले नि त्यस्तो समस्या भइरहेछ।
धुलोहरु धेरै भइहाल्यो, त्यसपछि अडा कपडाहरु जस्तै फोहोर हुने भयो।
रोडलाई पनि चौडा गर्नुपर्छ, त्यो रात दिन एक्सिडेन्ट भएको हामी हेरिरहेछौं।
जाम भए त 5-6 घण्टासम्म त्यही बसिरहनु पर्छ।
बाटोको अवस्था भन्दाखेरि हामी अलिकति कमजोर अवस्थाको मान्छेलाई त हिँड्न धेरै कष्टकर भइसक्यो।
एक्सिडेन्टहरु हुन्छ,
बाटोले एकदम गाह्रै छ नि सर, पेसेन्जरहरु टाइममा पुग्दैनन्, त्यहाँमाथि गाडी खर्च धेरै आउने।
पहिला हामी जाँदाखेरि बिहान 5 बजेसम्म काठमाडौँ पुगिन्छ भन्ने एउटा ग्यारेन्टी हुन्थ्यो, तर अहिले आएर 8 बजे पनि पुगिन्छ भन्ने कुनै ग्यारेन्टी छैन।
खानाको समस्याहरू धेरै अब यस्तै धुलो उडेर मान्छेलाई बिरामीको समस्या।
चुवाको भरमा यातायात सवारी चलान गर्नुपर्छ, त्यसले गर्दाखेरि धुलो धुवा र प्रदूषणको कारणले बाटो नदेख्ने, त्यसले गर्दा दुर्घटनाहरू बढ्छ।
हिँड्न सहज छैन, बाइकहरू लिएर हिँड्दा त झन् अब त्यो कस्तो रूपमा आफू फर्किने हो भन्ने नि थाहा हुँदैन, आफू कति समयमा पुगिन्छ भन्ने निश्चित छैन।
गन्तव्यमा जाँदै गर्दा सही समयमा नपुग्ने र शरीर पनि थाकेको महसुस हुने अवस्था अहिलेको यो राजमार्गले देखाइरहेको छ।
हिँड्दाखेरि नि गाह्रो हुने अनि बच्चाहरू लिएर हामी समयमा पुग्न नसकिने।
जाम परेर हामीले खानाको टाइम, सुत्नको टाइम पनि पाइया छैन।
एकदमै सास फेर्नै एकदमै गाह्रो भएको अनुभव चाहिँ हामी जुन गुर्जीहरूले पनि गरेका छौँ, प्लस हाम्रो पेसेन्जरहरूले पनि, यात्रुहरूले पनि त्यो धुलो धुवाको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ एकदमै दुःख खेप्नु परेको।
एउटै राजमार्ग छ, आवत जावतमा एकदम कठिनाइ छ। रातभरि जाम परेर त्यहाँ बस्नुपर्छ, खानु छैन, पिनु छैन, पानी पाइँदैन।
न खाना पाइन्छ, धुलो मात्रै खान पाइन्छ। पेसेन्जरलाई त्यति नै दुःख छ, ड्राइभर खलासी स्टाफहरूलाई त्यति नै दुःख छ।
That is all for the moment. Up next is news in Nepali. Thank you for watching. Good night.